Hello, everybody. Andy here from Glass Half Dead, the #1 best, the only, as far as I'm aware, Kill Team channel on YouTube. Unless, of course, you are aware of literally any other channel on YouTube. So, you can see I've made a nice inflammatory thumbnail for us here. Shadowhunt. We've got the prices. In case you don't know, after the pre-order announcement on the Sunday, the shops seem to get their prices of the things within the hour, it feels like, or at least on Monday, and it's now Monday. So we know how much Shadowhunt costs. Um, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of what you get in there for everybody. Let's do that now, in fact, and we can have a think about if we like that or not. So in this one, we're obviously getting the 2 data cards packs, as we would expect. We're getting the token sheets for both of them, as we would expect. We're getting 2 boards. Now, we don't know exactly what the boards are at this. You don't know exactly what the boards are at this point. Sorry, let me be specific. We're also getting the things right here. What are they called? Decals. We're getting the decals for both teams, as we know. We expect they're just going to be standard decal sets for the Chaos and for the Sisters, but we don't know. I also don't know on this one because I don't use decals, so I don't pay any attention, to be clear. We're obviously getting the dossier, as we would expect. The dossier, in case you don't know, is going to have all of the rules for both teams, although those will be free in the app. It's also going to have the NPO stuff, the joint ops, the adversarial ops, etc. The big question here is basically how much do you value boards? But you are getting 10 Sisters models, which are brand new, Celestian Insidiants, which are also going to be used in 40k, obviously, and you're getting the Raptors or the Warp Talons, which can be built as both in 40k, we assume. And it's entirely possible, although we don't know, that the same unit will also get an updated specialist kill team unit in 40k. That hasn't happened, to be clear, yet, but it's something they might do. But you're also getting, where is it? This guy here. This guy is a Chaos Lord. This is an already existing model, so you're getting 6 models in total, so 5 and a 6th. The 6th model, I think, if you don't know, GW always charges a real, we call it the character tax, right? So a really big premium cost for a single model. So that's, I mean, on his own, he's like 25 quid, something like that. That's something to consider. So, with that said, how much does this cost? Well, before we get to the cost, sorry, if you wanted to just know the cost, you've already skipped to it. However, let's play along with this facade. If you're a subscriber to the channel, I'd like to give you a subscriber-only benefit, and that is a big double hello. Wow, so wholesome. Truly the Hobson knows no bounds in the world of Glass Half Dead. If you are also wholesome, consider checking out Element, Wayland, or Red October games in the UK. And these are the reason that I use them. I do actually use all 3 of them. Or if you're in Canada, check out Northern Citadel or America Wargame Portal. Affiliate links are below. Thank you very much. And that costs you nothing extra, but gives me a little kickback. Or, of course, you can use your actual favorite YouTubers' affiliate links. You should always do that. If you're not supporting your local game store, of course. If you are a kill teamer, though, Crossfire and GG Easy have a great range of different products that you can buy for them, either for like game aids, as in these kind of like movement widgets and measuring sticks, or to transport your models. I use both of these in different situations. And if you use my affiliate links, you get money off. So that's a good idea. Let's get to the prices. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Euro 115, USD 145, GBP 88. Now, I'm going to talk about GBP from now on because I don't really have for myself a reference for what other things cost. But understand that for most of you, you're American, it's 145 bucks. Okay. That's retail, obviously. So 88 pounds in relation to this box. If we think back, this is £2 cheaper than the boxes used to be. They used to be £90, but we got terrain. Now we're £2 cheaper and we don't get terrain. How do you feel about that? The other thing that's frustrating here is that additionally with these older boxes, again, I'm mainly thinking of like Legionary, the Space Marine team would have been a 10 model team. So we're getting 5 plus a character. The Sisters are what we expect. The Sisters are all good. No issues with the Sisters, I think, on this one. There you go. Now, fine. I am going to quickly swap over to another price analysis tool, aka a graphic. Right. So I think it's fair that since we are no longer getting terrain in these, we have to kind of compare them to each other, don't we? So £88 for this, £68 for this. Now, the really cool thing about Dead Silence was that, not that anybody could get it, was that it was 50p more expensive than the starter set. And the starter set's a really good set. So that's cool. It's good to know, but it's basically in line, right? This is £20 more expensive. Now, what why? Okay. Firstly, let's look at the additional thing you get. So this thing here, well, that's actually just the decals. But with this, you also got the Sisyphus Expedition notebook, which was nice, I guess, but was just a ream of paper. So in essence, you didn't get anything else. You just got your 6 Marines and your 7 Tau, and that was it. In this, you get 10 Sisters, 6 Marines, and 2 boards. Again, we don't know exactly what the boards are, but I would say that boards on their own are useless. I understand they felt they had to include something else, but a board without the terrain for it to follow what will probably be in the joint op section is useless, which means you already have Volcus and you already have Tomb World. So you already have the boards. Now, if these are just literally the boards cut in half, well, why can't I just use my boards that I already have folded in half? Because that's how they work. Right? Or, I'm going into a land of fiction here because technically I can't say anything yet. Or are these specialized boards that are going to be like really unique and will provide some sort of functionality that you can't get from your existing boards? Or let's imagine you don't already have the terrain and let's imagine you don't have 2 boards. Okay. Why do I need boards? Why do I need half-size boards that cannot be used in anything else? So anyway, 2 boards cost you 20 quid. All right, that's the end of this video. Moving on. Do you want to pay 20 quid for 2 boards that are going to go straight into the bin? Don't forget to recycle because they are cardboard, obviously. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. Okay, all right, done. Screw it. You know the price. There's no point in me saying I think this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I think this is a really bad offering. I don't know why they've done this. Whatever. I still think that the overall price, I actually don't have an issue with. I would pay £88 for this product without 2 boards. The fact that we know it could be cheaper without the bad thing in the product is kind of a kick in the dick, but it is what it is. You know, some people like that. Cool. Okay. Hey, don't forget to check me out probably every day this week because there's going to be Warcom articles that I'm going to sit there and very blandly read. And on Saturday, I'm obviously going to do all of my release day content, including a battle report I've already done like a week ago now over on Tactical Skew, where you can watch, what have I done? Murderwing play against Nemclaw. Now you might think, Andy, why didn't you do Murderclaw versus Lessian Insidians? Because I wanted it to actually be a good game where you didn't know the outcome, because I guarantee you, on release, everyone's going to do this, as they should, show the 2 new teams, and Murderclaw is going to win every game, right? In the same way that Wolf Scouts won every game into stealth suits. Cool, all right. Hey, you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Here's a big triple hello. Don't forget to use my affiliate links. It's a super easy, good way to give a little kickback, a little bit of support when you're making purchases anyway. If you don't want to do that, I do have a Patreon. Check me out over there. I basically just do a weekly rant at you, normally about Kill Team. Cheers.